Please join me in welcoming Jim to his first press conference as the J. Ira and Nikki Harris family head coach of the University of Michigan, Jim Harbaugh.
Thank you.
And though it was close in the first half, it was all Ohio State in the second half. No turnovers, 371 yards on the ground. The kneel down by J.T. Barrett. Buckeyes are 11-1. They're 7-1 in Big Ten play. And they have a resounding victory over the Michigan Wolverines today, 42-13.
Keeper. Hit! Right at the marker. The spot will decide it. Delano Hill got there. It looks like it's a first down. It is. Ohio State stays alive, barely.
But they put it into the hands of J.T. Barrett after the fake there to Samuel. See, he gets hit low there by Hill.
After review, the play stands as called on the field.
Samuel cuts it back. Ohio State wins.
See, I'm bitterly disappointed in the officiating. Can't make that any more clear. It was not. My view of the first down was it was that short.
Ohio State prevails. Game was tied at 14 at halftime. Their quarterback, J.T. Barrett, goes out at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. A redshirt freshman, Dwayne Haskins, comes in and balls out. And the Buckeyes defeat the Wolverines in the game, 31-10. Urban Meyer now 3-0 against Jim Harbaugh. This game on this day belonged to Urban Meyer's Ohio State Buckeyes as he shakes hands with Jim Harbaugh.
Back with you on SportsCenter AM with breaking news. This just into ESPN. Urban Meyer will retire following the Rose Bowl game for Ohio State this season. He called it a bucket list item with our own Marty Smith earlier this week, saying that he'd never coached in a Rose Bowl. That will be his final game. This news just coming in to ESPN.
I want to thank President Drake, the Board of Trustees, and Gene Smith for this opportunity and for naming me the 25th head coach at The Ohio State University.
Ohio State will win it 56-27. The Buckeyes have now won 8 in a row against the Wolverines, 15 of the last 16. Ohio State with 577 yards of total offense. The combination.
Following breaking news here on SportsCenter, not the news that Ohio State wanted. Michigan has canceled its game against Ohio State this Saturday due to positive COVID-19 cases and student athletes in quarantine in the Wolverines program. Michigan saying in a statement it will continue daily testing with hopes of getting back on the practice field when cleared by medical professionals.
During a conference call this week, Jim Harbaugh reportedly interrupted Ryan Day and questioned him on a photo of an assistant coach working with linebackers, which is against the COVID protocol. Day, then in a team meeting, reportedly wondered aloud whether or not the Big Ten should implement a mercy rule because they were going to hang 100 on Michigan.
And I think there's something in Jim Harbaugh's brain. I don't know what it is. I don't really want to know. He is incapable of beating his biggest rival.
To win the championship, to beat Ohio, and we're going to do it or die trying.
And Jim Harbaugh gets his win over Ohio State.
Michigan defeats Ohio State 42-27. Finally. And that will do it. The final score from Columbus, 45-23.
The stuff that people said that spurred us on even more. Sure. Sometimes people that are standing on third base think they hit a triple, but they didn't.
This is a tough team right here. We're proud to be from Ohio, and it's always been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team.
And this one is a wild one. The NCAA is investigating the Michigan football program amid allegations of sign stealing. Sources tell us at ESPN that a low-level football analyst is a person of interest in this investigation into whether Michigan violated an NCAA rule by scouting future opponents in person at games and stealing their offensive and defensive signal.
Right, in reaction to the reports around maybe Ohio State, you in particular, or maybe someone close to return Michigan in. No, not talking about return.
The Big Ten has announced a suspension of Michigan head football coach Jim Harbaugh. He will not be allowed to be on the sidelines for the final 3 games of the regular season. This due to a violation of the conference's sportsmanship policy. This obviously all in relation to the in-person scouting scheme.
Situation just gets messier and messier, more complicated by the breaking story. Michigan, of course, stands accused of having a system in place to steal signals, but now Michigan has sent documents to the Big Ten that Michigan believes show Ohio State, Purdue, and Rutgers engaged in communication about Michigan signals in 2022.
The Michigan Wolverines are the biggest story in college football and may be the biggest story in American sports. Michigan has been accused of cheating in person, advanced scouting, filming the signs and signals of their opponents. So, yesterday, first year Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti suspended Jim Harbaugh for 3 games.
Talk is in particular late yesterday on Friday that they would get an injunction, Michigan would, and that Jim Harbaugh would be on the sideline today coaching the Wolverines. That did not happen, so it's going to fall on Sharon Moore.
More congratulations first on the win. To say that this has been a crazy 24 hours for your guys, to win on the road in this environment when there were doubts. Sharon, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. I fucking love you, man. I love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These fucking guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
And welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, partner. This is the one we've all been waiting for. It's the biggest game of the season.
We want the Big Ten championship. We're going to win it as a team. They can throw out all those great backs and great quarterbacks and great defensive players throughout the country and in this conference. But there's going to be one team that's going to play solely as a team. No man is more important than the team. No coach is more important than the team. Team.
Top 5 winningest programs ever. So not only is it intense, but the level of excellence that both universities have performed, it's special. And we grow up in Ohio with this being part of our culture. Like, we hate Michigan, right? The players hate each other. The coaches hate each other, and the fans hate each other.